Feel good to be back home?
Yes. Welcome back to season 5 at that 1870's Homestead.
Season 5. This will be our 5th year making videos, sharing our life with you guys, and should be a good one.
Yep. So we're going to hop around and show you what you can expect this year here at our channel.
So you guys probably saw our barn, our granary back here from one of our recent videos. And one of the things that we want to do this year is spend some more time working on it. In particular, this corn crib on the side that comes out. A lot of that's rotten and it's going to fall down pretty soon if we don't do something with it. So that's going to be one project for that. And then this old siding, this is actually the same metal that used to be on the roof before we got the roof replaced. And a lot of this is leaking, especially upstairs on the other side. I'd really like to cover this with some board and batten, like vertical siding, around the same time we redo the corn crib, just to protect this even further. And then one other thing that I'd like to do is I think a lot of these bricks that are holding the building up, basically the foundation for the building, have been sinking over time down in the ground. I'd like to jack this thing up about 2 or 3 inches, all 4 corners, just to lift it up to help protect it a little bit more.
So similarly, you guys have seen my garden shed, and we did some initial repairs when we first moved in. Like, it didn't have a door, it didn't have a roof cap on it, but you know, everything makes its home in this. You can see big holes down here in the siding where critters get in and just help themselves to stashing seeds and whatever. So we're going to do very similar. Do the roof ourselves and then board and batten side the shed. It's amazing what your garden looks like in the winter. Very, very sad. But as always, I'm going to bring to you guys the ins and outs of the gardening season. It's the last season for me until the Sabbath year, where I'm taking next year off. So heavy focus on staple crop production in here. And of course, all the preserving that comes along with that. And I can't wait to share with you the plans for this year's garden. Oh, I almost lost the boot. So if you're new to our channel, we do raise pigs every other year. I'm super excited. 2022 is a pig raising year for us. So this is our pig paddock where we do that magic, and we will soon have pigs here back on the farm.
I saw you emailed Cynthia, is it Cynthia? Mm-hmm. At Cardinal Farms, which is up near Ann Arbor, Michigan. She's a breeder of Idaho pasture pigs. Yeah. So that will be the breed of pig that we're going to raise again this year, same as last year.
Hold on just a second. I am still looking for a Tamworth source. So if I can find a Tamworth source, that's what we're going to try. But right now, I have my backup in for what we know we already like.
Right, cool.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been a wet, wet fall.
And it's anticipated to be a severely wet winter. So we know already how our land handles this amount of moisture, and we're going to be dealing with some serious challenges come spring with gardening season and getting stuff done on time with the amount of rain and water maintenance we're going to have.
Definitely, definitely. Last year, things fared quite well. We didn't have too much issues with things. One of the things that you'll probably also see this year coming up, hopefully, is our bees. We did some new things this year to winterize our bees. I bought these covers from, what is the place? Easy On Hive covers. They're like these Velcro covers that wrap around and that insulation inside of them. Last week or the week before, there was a day when the temperatures were like 60, 65, and I still had bees flying around. And it's the end of December, which is cool. So hopefully they all survive. We have 5 hives right now, 3 here and 2 here. These 2 were donated to us last year by Michigan Garden Girl. So. Yeah,
so super excited that we're very hopeful that we make it through this year with all of our bee colonies.
Yep. Another thing I want to try to tackle this year, preferably this winter before it gets too warm outside, is a lot of these trees that we have here are all box elder trees. And if you followed us for a while now, you know, like every time we get a windstorm that comes through, these trees keep getting knocked over. The tops all break off, the entire tree falls over, they fall on our fence. I want to remove almost all of these box elder trees that are in here.
Whew, it's cold outside though. I'm freezing, and there's other projects that we will be doing this year inside. So we'll head inside now and let you know what you can expect coming from inside the home, not on the land. So we've made a pretty good dent in the pantry, but I've been gone for a month, and you know what can happen to a pantry when you're gone from it. And let me just show you. So onions begin to sprout. I got potatoes sprouting, so I really need to get down here and do some emergency winter canning sessions. As you can see, my pile of jars back here in this corner, if you're new to my channel, that's where I store my jars once they're empty, is really filled back up. So I've got a lot of jars free, a lot of shelf space free. So we've got a lot of winter canning that needs to get done. So huge project there. That's going to include things like cleaning out my freezer too. So when we organized the freezer for bringing home the beef, I found a lot of freezer canning projects. So excited to share with you. That's going to be a huge majority of my indoor sessions this winter with you guys.
So depending on what we find in the freezer, we do have our freeze dryer. So we will leverage that in situations where it doesn't make sense to can something, or we want to experiment with different ways to preserve food. And one of the things that I also want to try to tackle this year is I bought some of these meal pouches. And these are Mylar bags that are designed exactly like the Mountain House pouches for food. So instead of just trying to do ingredients and things like that, I really want to try to do some whole meals this year. Things that can be packaged up in these ready to go for either here or to take up to our off-grid cabin to have there as well. Quick and easy meals, things like that. Should be a fun experiment, and I really want to try that out.
So hopefully you guys are as excited as we are about season 5, just new projects, a lot of the same, and we hope that you'll just continue this learning and growing journey with us about being as self-sufficient and self-reliant as you can be with the resources that you have available to you. And I got my Todd chopper handy.
Yeah, I do.
So I think
ready.
It's time to go tackle these onions. What do you say?
Sounds good. They're
There's a whole nother
starting to
basket back there too.
oh, the red ones?
No, a whole nother basket of these.
Oh, okay. We're gonna go work on some onions now. So.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Oh, those still look good though.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, these are still fine. So maybe it was just the ones that were getting the light. I'll just keep those way back there.